experienced the stadium and their crowd, and this is big league atmosphere. And the one thing about coming on the road, you find out about your team because it's a gladiator type mentality that it's us against the world, and our guys seem to thrive on that. So it was against a very good, very talented group. Very pleased with the team win. You rushed for someone, I didn't get the stats yet. It's 200 some yards, I believe, and then held them to someone said below 50. Was that right? 35 rushing yards.
Yeah.
35 rushing yards against, once again, who you're playing, a team that was hot 5 in a row, who, once again, I think, I said that all week, they're a bunch of talented guys and well-coached team.
You had a 21-point third quarter, I think, started by Shazier, playing, I guess, in honor of his late friend. Were you aware of that storyline?
Yes. Yeah, I think Shazier played his best. I can't say he played his best game this week because I haven't watched the film yet, obviously, but I thought last week, I love Ryan, but he's kind of out of control guy and missed tackles early in the year, if you remember all those, and he kind of overruns it. I thought last week he was just beautiful the way he played, shuffle, and then accelerate. He's so quick, but I think he's playing his best football right now.
Yeah, tonight you had a sack followed by the interception on 2 straight plays, which kind of flipped the game. You agree? I mean, started the second half.
Oh yeah, I think anytime you get that kind of lost yardage play and then the interception for a touch. And then the offensive line. I think the offensive line. Once again, if you see who we're blocking, those guys are good now. And I thought Tom Herman, our offense coordinator, really did a nice job today. He kept saying he wanted to try to. We made some calls against some teams they played, and they felt just their personnel was outstanding. The best way is try to tire them out, and we did that no huddle, up tempo stuff, and it kind of wore them out a little bit.
Bill, go ahead.
For first 8 games.
This is mine.
Yes, sir.
The first 8 games, probably agree, it hasn't been a complete effort all the way through.
I probably disagree. We got to. I just did a report about how let's focus on the positive. Okay, you're 9-0, Bill, and it's kind of good to be 9-0. And 9-0, maybe we can help me. You guys can help me. And how many teams have gone 9-0? So we're going to enjoy that win, and we're going to work on some things. And obviously we're exposed in punt right now, but. Those guys are good players too and very good coaches. So we got to get better. But I want to repeat, we ran for 250 and they ran for 35. So if we're going to have a conversation about how well our guys played, I'm into that.
Go ahead, Bob.
Braxton started kind of slow, looked like he was kind of out of sync in the beginning, and then he kind of picked it up.
I saw that too. I think the crowd a little bit. I think it wasn't just Braxton. But he had that look in his eye. And one of the things I just had, there's twice this year that I've seen that look. The competitive, he's such a competitive guy, was Nebraska in this one. And so it's a night game, it's the rah-rah, it's the flash. And so our challenge is to get that out of a noon game. But I saw the same thing, but it wasn't because he wasn't jarred up, ready to go. It was, I can't even remember how the game started, to be honest with you. But
And that 1-yard touchdown run he did was pretty spectacular.
yeah. We work on that. We have a drill. Make 7 people miss, dive across, and hold the ball. Yeah, I was on field level, so I really didn't see it, but I heard basically the conversation on the headset was, "Oh my gosh."
Doug?
There were a couple special teams things. First, the fake punt that they tried.
Yeah, that's nice.
Did you guys have any idea that might be coming?
Well, we saw it at the last second. Zach Smith's done a nice job with that. With that group blocks punts, they return punts, and we were at a block on, and they showed it right at the last second. We saw it, but we couldn't control it. The guy had to make a play, and little Griff made a great play. I think that I'll have more for you after I just able to digest this game. I think that was the turning point of the game. You're back. I want to think our average start of field position was just awful today, terrible. And to knock it out, but all of a sudden you hand the ball to our offense on, I want to say, was that the 40 or something, 35?
40.
Yeah, that was big.
The other special teams thing, just the punt, when you punted it, they got the defensive holding call.
Big.
And it allowed you guys to drive down
Big.
the first score. Is that,
When was I didn't know what that one was. Third quarter? Second quarter. That was, once again, you're talking about huge shifts of momentum and field position. And again, in an environment like this, I just talked about, Lou Holtz used to always just preach about when you go on the road. I actually had him come in and speak to our staff one time. And when you go on the road, your defense better play, or you have no shot. You better take care of the football, and you better tough it out. And those 3 components, we talked to our players about it, and they did it. And in a tough environment against a talented team.
Gentleman on the right here.
You talk about Braxton getting off to the slow start. Your team in general got off to that slow start, and then you really got the momentum going into halftime, tied at 7. What do you say to your guys?
Well, I don't know if it was a slow start. Offensively, it was. Defensively, it wasn't. We gave up a touchdown in special teams. Our defense, I thought, played great in the first half. So slow start, you might mean the offense. I think their defensive personnel had a little something to do with that. They're good players and an environment. And we were a little bit close to the vest. You know, we always try to manage the game, and that's my job. If we're playing good defense, we're not going to do something stupid, right? We're just not built that way yet. I don't know if you're ever built to do something stupid, but I mean, just start airing it out. We're just not built that way yet, and I think we're getting a little better. Obviously, Jake Stoneberger making that play and some key third downs. I think we probably don't give Braxton enough credit throwing the ball.
Couple more questions. Far right, Austin.
Hey, Irvin, you talked about the 4 to 6 seconds, the leverage, the missed tackles. Over the last couple of weeks, is there anything that you guys are doing differently in terms of scheme, to try and force some of the issues?
I think that's good to ask Luke. I know we pressured more. We played more man coverage, and we pressured more than any game all year against a team that throws the ball, #1 throwing team in the Big Ten. So we pressured more and played more man coverage than we played all year.
You seem like that the final touchdown, the throw in there that Penn State scored, you didn't seem very happy. Just kind of get them back to that.
That's Shazier kid. That's Shazier kid. I'm gonna run him when I get back tonight. No, he did. That's really nonsense. I mean, we knew that's over the headsets. We're saying they're going to throw a bender against cover 2, and you just didn't carry him. But we'll work on it.
You do coach the mid-air juke, Braxton.
Yeah, we work on that. Yeah, only a few guys can do that though.
Bill Livingston, right here.
You put a lot of pressure on the line, made him throw up his back foot, got some sacks, a lot of pressure. Was this kind of an example of what a mobile quarterback versus? I mean, he created some plays at the end with his legs, but nothing like Braxton.
Well, I mean, if you had your druthers, you'd like, but he throws. I think he's a heck of a quarterback. But I think our defense, once again, I think we brought 5, and I'm sure you guys will talk to Coach Fickle and them. But I think we brought 5. As much as Blitz, we pressured more than we have all year. And you have a quarterback that's kind of a pocket player. You got to get him to the ground and try to hurry some throws, and we did that.
Last question, Patrick. Go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, the team is front running again with a nice lead in the fourth quarter. Can you talk about your thoughts about how the defense closed it out? A little more comfortable this week, maybe?
Yeah, a little bit. That darn onside kick. I almost tackled him when he threw it back in. I don't know the ruling on that, but our guys are trying. We worked awful hard on it. But I thought our defense closed it out, and the offense getting those. Once again, the whole world knows you're running the ball, and to close it out running the ball, that's something else. And I mean, not something else. It just shows you how far this offensive line has come, because they've come a long way. Thank you, guys.
Coach.